Hey guys, my name is Matthew Harvey. This is my reaction video to the movie Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, or my watch drop vlog. Personal reflection on the movie. I thought it was a great movie, and it's my favorite one that we watched so far. And I think part of that was because it addressed an issue that is still relevant today, so it resonated with me a bit more. And that issue is of racial divide, racial inequality, and injustice. So I thought it was a great movie. It promoted a great reaction out of me, especially when Rada Rahim was murdered. It was chilling to see that happen, and to see the reaction of those in the neighborhood. And it's one of the things that's like a boiling pot, right? As the temperature got hotter, tension got higher, and then eventually it just boiled over. So I thought it was a great movie, and I think it did a great job of showing the racial divide. Then I think one of the things that Spike Lee was getting at was that this is not something that has a quick fix. It is here and it's present, and it's not something that just goes away. So with that, I would like to segue into my big idea, as you call it, for the movie. And that big idea is I wanted to focus on that racial divide and how Spike Lee showed that racial divide to us as the audience. And one of the ways that he did that was with the camera angles. He utilizes camera angles in a very interesting way. And one that really stuck out to me was the point of view camera angles. And there are two instances that I would like to touch on where that point of view really shows the racial divide or the tension going on in the neighborhood. And the first one is between the mayor and the group of kids. When the mayor's sitting on the step and he's talking to the kids, and the kids are calling him a drunk and good for nothing type of things going on there. And the mayor reacts back at them as saying, "You guys don't know what it's like to be me." And as we're doing this argument, we're getting it from the point of view angle. So as the mayor's talking, we see him as the kids see him, and then when the kids are talking, we see them as the mayor sees them. And for me, that really puts us as the audience in the moment, in the tension. We are forced to listen to both perspectives, and that really highlights the underlying issues to the tension. In this particular case, it seemed to me that the mayor was representative of the older black generation of the neighborhood as well as of the country, and then you had the kids who are the younger black generation. And a lot of the tension was, the black generation blaming the older generation for the issues and the problems that are going on, and the older generation saying hey, you guys don't know what it's like. And I think Spike Lee was kind of getting at that. The older generation and the younger generations are at odds here, but really they should be together on this, but he does show us both perspectives, which is interesting. And then a more prominent part of this, and the part that really does show racial divide, and again, from a point of view angle, forces us to listen to all perspectives that of the neighborhood. So the scene that I'm referring to here, let me try to set this up correctly. It starts after Mookie, I believe, Mookie and Pino get into an argument, and Mookie walks out of the shop, and then it shows Mookie talking trash about Pino, but he's talking to us in the camera. And then it switches to Pino, who is talking trash about the young black kids in general. And then it switches to, I think, the Asian restaurant owner or store owner, and it switches from there to the a Mexican fella, and then it switches to a white cop. And part of that is they're all talking bad about each other. They're all dissing each other. And so I think what Spike Lee is showing there through the point of view angle, he is forcing us to hear each person's complain about one another, and then also it really shows that racial divide to us. It forces us to address it and forces us to see it, and then forces us to see it from every single angle. And as we continue to watch the movie, those racial tensions, and they eventually come to a boiling point and explode. And we, as an audience, really see that happening through that point of view angle. Through those conversations and those conflicts, we really see it coming to a point right? And another great example of this is when Sal and Radio Raheem are in the pizzeria arguing, and then from as Sal is talking, as Sal is talking, the camera is literally looking up at Radio Raheem, and then as Radio Raheem is talking, the camera is literally looking down at Sal. So we're getting the point of view angle, and through that, we're put in the moment. We see these events occur. We see them coming to a point, and I think that's a very interesting way of showing the racial divide, and again showing every point or every side of the story. And so that was one of the things that I thought the movie did very well, and did it in an interesting way, forced this issue on us in an interesting way. So my question for the class is, what are some other points where you see, particularly camera work, show these signs of inequality and the signs of racial divide? I can think of many different things that go beyond, the point of view angle. There were wide shot moments that I sat at and I looked at, and it was really hard for me to decide which to choose, but I thought the point of view was a compelling one, and one that yielded a lot of material to look at. So what are some other moments in the movie where you see the camera show racial divide, or show the tension coming to the point? Again, I can think of several, like there's one of a wide shot that I'm thinking of now, or a close-up. So just think of another one. Let me guys know what you think, and yeah.